Mlideen by Lord Dunsany. Upon an evening of the forgotten years, the gods were seated upon Maura na Woot, above Mlideen, holding the avalanche in leash. All in the middle city stood the temples of the city's priests, and hither came all the people of Mlideen to bring them gifts, and there it was the wont of the city's priests to carve them gods for Mlideen. For in a room apart in the temple of Eld, in the midst of the temples that stood in the middle city of Mlideen, there lay a book called the Book of Beautiful Devices, writ in a language that no man may read, and writ long ago, telling how a man may make for himself gods that shall neither rage nor seek revenge against a little people. And ever the priests came forth from reading in the Book of Beautiful Devices, and ever they sought to make benignant gods, and all the gods that they made were different from each other, only their eyes turned all upon Mlideen. But upon Maura na Woot, for all of the forgotten years the gods had waited and forborne until the people of Mlideen should have carven 100 gods. Never came lightnings from Maura na Woot crashing upon Mlideen, nor blight on harvests, nor pestilence in the city. Only upon Maura na Woot the gods sat and smiled. The people of Mlideen had said, Yoma is God, and the gods sat and smiled. And after the forgetting of Yoma and the passing of years, the people had said, Zungari is God, and the gods sat and smiled. Then on the altar of Zungari a priest had set a figure squat, carven in purple agate, saying, Yazun is God. Still the gods sat and smiled. About the feet of Yonu, Bazun, Nidesh, and Sundrau had gone the worship of the people of Mlideen, and still the gods sat holding the avalanche in leash above the city. There sat a great calm towards sunset over the heights, and Maura na Woot stood up still with gleaming snow, and into the hot city cool breezes blew from his benignant slopes, as Tarsi Zalo, high prophet of Mlideen, carved out of a great sapphire the city's 100th god. And then upon Maura na Woot the gods turned away, saying, 100 infamies have now been wrought. And they looked no longer upon Mlideen, and held the avalanche no more in leash, and he leapt forward howling. Over the middle city of Mlideen now lies a mass of rocks, and on the rocks a new city is builded, wherein people dwell who know not old Mlideen, and the gods are seated on Maura na Woot still. And in the new city men worship carven gods, and the number of the gods that they have carven is 99. And I, the prophet, have found a curious stone, and go to carve it into the likeness of a god for all Mlideen to worship.